We are, as a people, inherently and historically opposed to secret society, opposed to secret oaths, opposed to secret proceedings, secret proceedings. No official of my administration, whether his rank is high or low, should interpret my words here tonight as an excuse to censor the news, to stifle dissent, to cover up our mistakes, or to withhold from the press and the public the facts they deserve to know.
Welcome to Conspiracy Corner Podcast, everyone. This is Abe, your host. It is January 12th, 6 a.m., and just got off work. Still freezing cold out here in Kentucky. Pretty chill night at work. As far as updates, that's about all she wrote. We do have some news today. Basically, a conspiracy theorist died today. Hang on, let me pull the article up. An anti-V-word radio host who got beer bug at QAnon-friendly conference dies. Now, this is a far-right podcast host, Douglas Kuzma, who was an outspoken critic of the beer bug V-word, has died while battling the beer bug. How do they know that he got the beer bug? Probably the PCR test, which the creator of the PCR test has already come out and said you're not supposed to be using it to find the beer bug. Which he contracted after attending a QAnon friendly. You notice how they say QAnon friendly, like wasn't actually a QAnon rally. Gathering in Texas, the right-wingers baselessly claimed was a victim of an anthrax attack. Well, there's actually been quite a few deaths from conspiracy theorists this year. I mean, we've already had, well, not this year because the year is new, but last year we had, Rob Skiba, who's a Christian flat earther. He died. Daniel Steele, or David Steele, whatever his name is, which ain't gonna lie, kind of glad he hit the fucking hay because he was quote-unquote ex-CIA. No, there's no such thing as ex-CIA. I believe, honestly, he was like opposition, controlled opposition, basically Q-tard shit. The guy was one of those fucking Q-tards who would predict, Trump's coming back this day. This is what's going to happen, blah, blah, blah. All that stupid fucking shit. So, glad to see you go, 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 goodbye. Glad to see you go, 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 goodbye. Sorry, I love the Ramones. Who else did we have? Kristen W., another Q person, died, which I don't want to see anyone die unless you're ex-CIA. Then I clap. Because there's no such thing as ex-CIA and CIA traffic children and do honeypots with children, just like the Mossad, So yeah, anytime CIA is gone, I'm just kind of like, yay. And it does crack me up, these ones that say, oh, I'm ex-CIA. I never did that. You still worked for them. That would be like, oh, well, I'm not a Nazi. I just did paperwork all day. I did not kill Jews. You're still a Nazi. Sorry. But yeah, Kristen W. died. She was a Q-tard, and rest in peace. I don't want to see anyone die, like I said. It sucks. She's go on the Roseanne Barr show all the time. I actually like listening to Roseanne, even though I wish the people she'd get on there were better people. She gets like Larry Bishop Gators, which I've actually made a podcast episode on him, on how me and him got into it. He's a fucking psychopath. She's got Wano Savan or Wano Savin on there, who's a fucking idiot. Kristen W., I mean, rest in peace. I'm not going to speak ill of the dead, but she believed in Q, so that tells you right there. I think that's it, but this guy died apparently, this Douglas Kuzma. Quote, I really loved him, and I would do anything for him, Amanda Kuzma told the Daily Beast on Thursday morning while confirming her father's death earlier this week. He was a great father. Kuzma, who hosted a program on the far-right Frog News Network, I've never heard of it. I told my buddy that some guy died, and he knew exactly what network it was, but my buddy, he's a Q guy, so I keep trying to get him out of it. I swear to God, it's like a fucking cult, man. And called his listeners Froganites. That's funny. Had come down with COVID-19 after attending the right-wing Reawaken America tour. Gathering held in Texas in mid-December, friends of Kuzma told the Daily Beast that Kuzma had fallen ill following the event and was later admitted to the hospital, causing many of his loyal allies to lose touch with him. The news initially kicked off with pro-Trump attorney Linwood. Yeah, I've been listening to, I would suggest you all listen to this podcast called Occult Rejects. Dude, they have been tearing the whole Q narrative apart. If you know someone who's like in the whole Q cult, check out, there's a Quetzalcoatl series that they did. It's called Order of Q, Order of Quetzalcoatl, and it literally destroys Q. They tear the whole Q narrative like a new asshole and pretty much figure out who Q actually is. Yeah, and they Lynn Wood apparently was the one who, I'm trying to remember the name. It was a case of a little girl who went missing, and the whole thing was really weird. Like the mugshots or the sketches of the people they looked just like the Podesta brothers and Ghislaine Maxwell. If anyone can remember the name of the girl, Madeleine McCann. Lynn Wood helped cover up a bunch of shit for that. It ties in with like Pizzagate and shit. So, but Madeleine McCann, I know the girl had like 2 different eye colors. Like I don't know. The whole thing is fucking weird. The news initially kicked off with the pro-Trump attorney Linwood. He's a piece of shit. Posting to Telegram in later December that Kuzma had, quote, taken a turn for the worse, unquote, as his lungs aren't responding to treatment. Doug is suffering from a beer bug after returning from a recent Patriot conference. Anna, a friend of Kuzma, informs me that Doug has taken a turn for the worse, Wood wrote. His lungs are not responding to treatment. Which, by the way, if you look at this Kuzma guy, I'm going to try to find a picture. If you're watching on YouTube, I'll put the picture on so that way you can kind of put a face to a, you could see him, By the way, if you are watching on YouTube and you want to listen audio only to like save your phone battery if you're working or cleaning around the house or whatever, you can find us on Breaker, Google Podcasts, Radio Public, Spotify, and Anchor. And if you want to put a face to a voice, go and sub to us on YouTube. I'm trying to make it up to 60 subs on the new channel. It's Conspiracy Corner Podcast. My old channel, it's still up and running, but I can't post on it because of too many strikes. So, Conspiracy Corner Podcast. The profile picture is a little bunny rabbit samurai with a samurai sword. I need 2 more subs. I'm trying to get up to 60, so share. But anyways, I forget what I was saying. I don't know. Let's jump back in. Oh, Yeah, apparently I was reading another article, and this guy, he's not really that healthy looking of a guy, and they're blaming everything on the beer bug. We all know this, and they love nothing more than to shit on quote unquote conspiracy theorists. Um, I wear the name as a badge of honor. I kind of do what the black community did with the N word, and I just own it and take it back from them. So I call myself a conspiracy theorist. I mean, this is Conspiracy Corner Podcast, but we know the mainstream media likes to shit on us for one, and especially when one of us quote unquote die from the beer bug, even though it hasn't been isolated and you can't technically test it with PCR. They're gonna use it. But the guy actually said that he has chronic bronchitis and he's super overweight. And I'm not sure if they're going to mention it in this article, but they put him on a ventilator, and we all know what happens after that. So, Tim Greer, a fellow right-wing podcaster and good friend of Kuzma's, told the Daily Beast in late December that his longtime pal tested positive for the beer bug after attending Clay Clark's right-wing event. The same conference was recently rife with right-wing rumors over the accusation that Clark had pumped anthrax through fog machines. I haven't heard that. Quote, he hadn't had it before he went there. Let's say that, Greer said. Kuzma's fellow right-wing radio host, I wish they'd stop using right-wing because it's hard to say, right-wing radio host, further told the Daily Beast that Frog News Network radio host had been hospitalized. Quote, well, Kuzma was tested positive for beer bug, so beer bug is what it is, Greer told the Daily Beast while tossing cold water on the rumors that he might be sick due to anthrax poisoning. Amanda Kuzma confirmed to the Daily Beast on Thursday morning that her father had been admitted to a hospital before his death. I do know he's not responding on the telephone for the past 3 days, Greer told the Daily Beast back in the end of December. Clark, Reawaken America Tour's lead organizer, and his assistants did not respond to multiple requests from the Daily Beast. In a series of Telegram messages posted to Frog News Network channel on Christmas Day, a channel administrator claimed that Kuzma was in desperate need of prayers and had been sedated on a ventilator. Keyword, ventilator. Rumors had been circulating after the Reawaken America Tour event around a baseless theory that attendees were victims of quote-unquote bioweapons attacks stemming from anthrax being pumped through fog machines, not the deadly virus that has been sweeping the whole globe for the last 18 months. Well, when you isolate that deadly virus, then maybe I'll believe. Clark has denied the anthrax rumors and insisted in an interview with the Daily Beast, there was not anthrax through the fog machines, he says. Yeah, I don't know about the whole fog machine shit. I'm going to have to look into that. That's interesting. But yeah, there you go. There's some news on a conspiracy theorist who died. It's a shame. Like I said, I don't want to see anyone die, especially a fellow podcaster. I'm not going to shit on the dude. I don't know. It's sad that he played the whole right-wing paradigm game and fell into QAnon if he did. That's what the news is saying, though. So who knows with Operation Mockingbird news what to believe and what not to believe. But we'll get on with the show. So let's get back into this. I have did 2 episodes now on CNN and some of their apparently employee sexual escapades. You guys might have heard this. You might not have. If you didn't, stay tuned. If not, I don't blame you for jumping out. But this is a new one. CNN Rick Saleeby has resigned. Washington, D.C., December 29th, 2021. Rick Saleeby, producer for Jake Tapper, has resigned. This update came from CNN's Matt Dornick, head of strategic communications at the network. Following Project Veritas, yay! I'm sorry, I love Project Veritas. Project Veritas's December 15th report of alleged text messages and FaceTime calls of Saleeby's sexual fantasies and solicitation of photos of underage girls. As previously reported, Fairfax County Police have taken some of Saleeby's property as part of an investigation being conducted by detectives assigned to the Child Exploitation Squad of the Major Crimes Bureau. When confronted by a Project Veritas reporter earlier in the week, outside of his court appearance, Saleeby refused to answer questions about his official status with CNN. Now, it does have a video. Let me see if I can play it. You guys can at least hear the audio, probably.
Reporter with Project Veritas, what do you have to say about your recent accusations against crimes against children? Do you still work for CNN, Rick?
Sir, I'm done having my mouth on here. Slowly unzip my zipper.
Project Veritas exposed another creep at CNN.
Yet another producer, Rick Saleeby, at CNN, we've exposed.
So he thinks because you sent me money, you're going to get a nude photo of me and my daughter? Are you insane?
He's asked for nude pictures of your 15-year-old daughter.
Yep, mom and daughter pics. She always says mom and daughter pics.
Rick, do you still work for CNN? Do you have any comments, sir?
Yes, sir.
Once again, we ask the questions, and they run away.
So there you have it. There's some audio of him confronting him. James O'Keefe. Okay, that's getting into Project Veritas. But yeah, there's the newest creep from CNN. Yeah. Let's get on with another news story you might not have heard of what's going on in Austria right now. Alright, so first Australia, now Austria. It's getting worse and worse around the world. Austrians who flout vaccine V-word mandate face fines up to $4,000. And I know what a lot of people are saying. Oh, that's over in Australia. Oh, that's over in Austria. Oh, that's over in Canada. Oh, that's over in Israel. We're America. That's never going to happen here. Well, it starts there and it moves here. And first of all, we should have love and care for our fellow man as a global sense, not like the elites want, but a global overall love for mankind in general. Whatever race, whatever nationality, we should care and we should fear, because if it's happening there, it's going to happen here, or they're going to attempt it here in the United States. We are in the Great Reset. This is Agenda 21. They are not going to stop. This is a train that is run off the rails, and it's going and going and going, and it ain't going to stop. Austria plans to impose fines of up to 3,600 euros, around USD $4,000, on people who flout a beerbug V mandate it aims to introduce in February for all residents age 14 and over, the health minister said Thursday. The government announced last month that it would implement a general V mandate early next year. And this is last year's article, so this is next month. This is going to kick into gear. Becoming the first European country to do so. It has drawn up details of the draft legislation in recent weeks, with backing from 2 of the 3 opposition parties in Parliament. Health Minister Wolfgang Moeckstein said that there will be exemptions for pregnant women, though he stressed that V's are recommended for them too, for people who cannot get V'd for medical reasons, and for people who have recovered from the beer bug in the previous 6 months. The legislation is due to take effect on February 1st. Moeckstein said that people who are eligible for exemptions will have to have those registered in a central V register, which will be checked at regular 3-month intervals. The first cutoff date will be March 15th. So they have until March 15th to register. Okay. For people who aren't V'd or exempted, the draft foresees proceedings being launched that could result in a €3,600 fine. So $4,000. People's income and other financial obligations will be taken into account in calculating fines. Oh, I'm sure they won't. Alternatively, officials can opt to impose a fine of up to €600, so that's about $680 in American, in shortened proceedings. Authorities will write to UnV'd people every 3 months, reminding them to get their shots or get a doctor to certify their right to an exemption before the next cutoff date. Now, hopefully they got some good doctors who are going to be cool and understand the situation and understand that this is all bullshit. Maybe some fucking actually quote-unquote woke people. Otherwise, they're fucked. Let's see. If they continue not to comply, fines can be imposed every 3 months. So every 3 months, what was it? 4,000? What did I say it was? 4,000? Yeah. That's insane. Every 4 months. Sorry, I lost my place. Fines can be imposed every 3 months. Proceedings will be dropped if people produce proof of V in the meantime. Around 68% of Austria's population of 8.9 million is V'd, a comparatively low rate for Western Europe. Neighboring Germany, where the rate is over 69%, also is eyeing the introduction of a general V mandate early next year. As if Germany has disappointed me so much with all this bullshit. You would think they would have learned something from, I don't know, World War II? Let me see the papers. Where's the papers? Excuse my horrible German accent. But seriously, though, you would think they would be the first people to be like, something's wrong here. Or Israel. Israel is one of the most ones who are buying into all this bullshit, and you would think Israel and Germany would be the first ones to go, this is weird, this is creepy. But I can't say much. Here in America, we totally forgot about segregation, apparently, and we're just going right back down that fucking rabbit hole with the whole mandates, man. It's just getting insane. Though plans have yet to be drawn up, and officials say that they will let lawmakers vote according to their conscience rather than along party lines. The announcement from Austria that it would introduce a general V mandate came on November 19th. At the same time, the government decided to lock down the country to curb a surge of new infections. Oh no. The lockdown is due to end on Sunday. I'm not sure when this article was written, but though restrictions will remain for UnV'd people. Quote, we still have an obligation and a need to increase V coverage so that we don't go from lockdown to lockdown next year as well, said Carolyn Edstadler, the cabinet minister responsible for constitutional issues. Quote, there are still well over 1 million Austrians who aren't V'd. That is too many, she added. I say very clearly that we don't want to punish the people who aren't V'd. Oh, you don't want to punish them, so you give them a $4,000 fine every 3 months. Huh. Okay, that's double speak. That's fucking... Ooh, what is gaslighting, dude? We want to bring them along. We want to convince them of this V, and we want to show them solidarity with everyone so that we can regain our freedom. The country's 7-day infection rate has declined during the lockdown. It stood at 432.6 new cases. How do you get a 0.6? 432.6. That doesn't even make sense. New cases per 100,000 residents on Thursday, down from more than 1,100 on the day the lockdown started. So, yeah, there you have it, people. Austria is not looking good. I'm not sure if you guys are religious. If you are, say a little prayer for them. If not, send your good vibes. If you're in Austria, man, I feel for you, man. That's depressing. That's sad. That's horrible. I wish you all the luck. And I am the type of person, I believe in a creator. I'm not religious. I'm very spiritual. And I'll be praying for you all because that sucks, man. And I don't know. Sorry to leave it on a sad note, but that's all she wrote for today. And y'all hang in there. Y'all have a good day.
We are, as a people, inherently and historically opposed to secret society, opposed to secret oaths, opposed to secret proceedings, secret proceedings. No official of my administration, whether his rank is high or low, should interpret my words here tonight as an excuse to censor the news, to stifle dissent, to cover up our mistakes, or to withhold from the press and the public the facts they deserve to know.